Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 1, Episode 3 of Arcane, which is called The Base Violence Necessary for Change. They are definitely building up some hype with that title, but... I talked about last episode in the way that, for me, what stood out about it was how much they sort of jacked up the pacing immediately. I felt like coming off of the first episode, I was feeling pretty sort of comfortable, and I'm like, oh yeah... pretty easy to follow along with, and I'm enjoying the setting, I'm enjoying the art style in particular, and the characters seem great. But then that second episode just threw character after character at you and introduced a bunch of different narrative threads, I guess. I mean, the main one, of course, revolving around Jace, the person that of course our crew had broken into his house. And we learned about what he had been up to, experimenting with magic, right? And the arcane, the way that was talked about. And then him having that whole court session, of course, play out. Basically being, I'm not sure how to put it, but like banished from doing any more research, I guess. And now seemingly sort of going rogue with that other guy, of course, who seemed to have gotten inspired by his talks. So yeah, interesting to see where that goes, because it seems for now still very sort of separate from the main story. And I assume that it's going to connect with... again, with our crew and with sort of that whole story going on, right? And the fact that Powder still had perhaps those, she still, kept those blue balls and stuff with her. Now, at the same time, of course, when it comes to that main story, that main thread with our crew, the ending was a little bit vague because, well, to me at least, I wasn't sure if I should have interpreted it as that Vi had decided to take responsibility and I guess sort of... yeah, that would make a lot of sense, though, thinking back about it in hindsight, where Vander had that speech to her already in the first episode, I think, about this is your crew, you're the leader, right? They look up to you, you're supposed to be the example for them. And she's doing something now that I don't think people expected out of her. It's like she seems to want to take the blame, perhaps, or something for Powder there. So... is that going to get her, like, locked up or literally killed, potentially, or something? Or what's going to happen there, right? Are we going to have to go on some kind of major rescue mission now to get her out? Or what's going to happen there? At the same time, they're still looming over this whole entirety of it is, like, the storyline with the one bad guy. I gotta say, the names and stuff, I'm still trying to get used to them, and it's a lot of characters, like I said, that have just gotten introduced to us in these first two episodes alone. But there's the clearly, evil guy in the poorer district that I think is called Zon or whatever, right? Who, obviously he gave that liquid that he was experimenting with to the one guy, and so he seems to be having some plan with that. And again, it's like the big question for me right now is like, how is it all going to come together? And is it all going to come together by this episode already, or is it going to be delayed even more than that? Yeah, I mean, again, I've been very much into it already so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. So we're just going to dive into the third episode and see where it's going to take us, guys. Of course, if you enjoy my reactions to Arcane, you can already watch the next 4 episodes right away over on my Patreon. That is going to be linked on top of the description as always, and over there we'll already be on episode 7, so you can binge all the way up until there, along with, of course, my full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. Make sure, of course, that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so you won't miss out on any of my Arcane reactions coming to the channel. And yeah, now with that being said, let's dive into episode 3 of Arcane. Here we go. Back with the foreboding music. Oh, they're really building it up.
Ever wonder what it's like to drown? There's peace in water, like it's holding you, whispering in low tones to let it in.
I don't know. The idea of drowning is still one of my worst nightmares.
But then there's this thing.
Oh, it's this guy.
And it's raging.
Yeah, that face, you can't mistake it.
Madness. To fight. And all the while this question lingers before you.
Wow.
Have you had enough? For that, I thank you.
What, so was he actually in conflict with someone? Oh shit.
Friend.
Don't tell me that's Vander. Could it have been? The outline seemed to hint that it could be him. I mean, must be, because he had it out for Vander, right? He had like a personal vendetta. Damn. Yeah, back to Vi. Oh, Vander got here first.
We don't have much time.
How did you find me?
I'm proud of you. Always have.
Yeah, he could tell what she was up to.
This is the only way to protect the others.
Protect the family.
What are you... No!
Don't tell me he's the one taking the responsibility now, is he?
That's for me.
Are you gonna let us make the arrest or not?
You'll oblige a doomed man one last smoke.
I'm not putting you away, Vander.
The council needs its pound of flesh.
Without you down here, it all falls apart.
That's, she has a point there.
Enzo will handle things. He may not have my devilish charm, but he runs a tight ship.
Vander, no! I can't do this! Silco! Open the damn door!
Wow, they're just ignoring her.
What's happening?
Oh shit! It's the yeah, okay. It's yeah. Yo, what about Vander? Oh my god, she died already?
Oh, the devil.
Oh fuck, they're about to be attacked by the experiment. Well, he just literally shows up himself.
Go, you animal. Go crawl back in your whatever hole you came out of. Benzo, stay back.
You never did know when to walk
Yeah,
away.
Benzo is screwed.
Wait.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
To the end.
What the hell have you done? This wasn't the deal!
What deal was he talking about? Am I supposed to get that already? I don't think so. Shit. Nah, Vander can't be dying yet. Are they taking him? They're taking him. I can't believe that this guy alive. I thought he was a goner for sure. Now the city still doesn't have anyone to blame though.
This entire time I thought I needed to dampen the oscillations.
The crystals will only stabilize at high frequency,
Well, we could test it if we had access to my equipment.
which is being destroyed tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah,
They're not allowing you any opportunity to still somehow continue your research,
my
yeah.
whole life. Not without the crystals. The enforcers took them all. They're gone.
They ain't.
yeah, locked away in Heimerdinger's lab.
No, no, no. You heard the council. If we're wrong,
Better be right.
So he doesn't realize that the crystals
Why?
were robbed in
would
the
you
first
risk
place? Who's coming to free Vi? Yeah. We got some bad news for you, but I guess you already realized it.
They took him. Where?
I guess we're gonna try and find Silco's hideout. What does he even have planned with Vander, though? Well, suffering, that's for sure.
It's a little crude, I'll admit. The base violence necessary for change.
There we go.
But we both know Topside won't listen to anything else.
Even with your monsters, you won't win a war against Piltover.
I don't have to. I just need to scare them. They won't dare set foot in the underground again.
Ah, I see.
You'll get people killed. And for what? Pride?
Opportunity. Everything they've denied us.
Technically, they're on the same side, but they just have a whole different approach.
Delane's respect for that was never enough for you.
We shared a vision, Vander. A dream of freedom. Not just for the lanes, but the whole of the underground, united as one.
Yeah.
I trusted you,
Huh, so maybe Vander actually...
and you betrayed me.
Yeah, like... Maybe his feelings might be kind of justified, you know?
What I
Like,
did to you,
Feeling betrayed, at least.
I've never forgiven myself.
Ah.
You are my brother.
Can you imagine what it's like? When your blood mixes with the filth and the river toxins eat through your nerves. Oh, I hated you for what you'd done.
Wow.
I hated you, but you kept my respect. Until you made peace with them. Played lapdog after everything we suffered.
I had no choice.
Perhaps. But now you do. We can finally realize our dream.
Right. He wants
Look
to
at
use
what
that
you've done.
stuff
Benzo,
to take over
these
Piltover.
kids, in fighting topside, you'd sacrifice everything that we are.
You'd die for the cause, but you won't fight for one.
I'm just not that man anymore.
He's become a pacifist.
I'll show you what you really are.
Even if that means maintaining the status quo. I do like that the villain is not entirely, fully evil, you know? Like, clearly there's history there and it's not entirely black and white what they did. No character is truly good or evil. As much as it may have seemed like that at first. Oh shit, they got busted straight away.
Risk exile for your endeavor. That's quite the conviction.
The counselor.
Wait a minute, what is my bedroom?
You're not getting away with that.
You couldn't do so earlier today. How is tonight any different?
Heimerdinger will recognize the potential.
He already does. It scares him. It scares them all.
What about you?
I recognize that any worthwhile venture involves risk.
Oh. Maybe they are gonna find her on their side after all. Because yeah, you saw some doubt in certain people, right? Like they weren't really sure.
It's real. Please, just give us a chance.
Honestly, I mean, they don't know the war against Zorn is coming. And I guess they're
One
gonna
match,
need this.
gentlemen. Impress me, or I'd suggest you pack your bags.
Well, if the enforcers hit tonight, we'll be ready. I think.
Dibs on the bat.
No. I found it.
But I called it.
I found it.
Respected dibs. I called it already.
Stop being such a big baby.
They're both big babies.
Benzo's dead.
Dead?
They took Vander.
Who took Vander?
I don't
Yeah.
know, but I need to help him.
Do we know where they took him?
Echo followed them. The old cannery next to the docks.
Oh my god, she's immediately going to work.
I need you to sit this one out, Powder.
What?
You're not coming.
She was, nah, she's ready to come along.
But families stick together, you said it yourself.
I know what I said.
I want to fight. I can help.
You're not ready. You're all I have left. I can't lose you. If they come for you, take this and run. Wherever you are, light it up, and I'll find you. I promise.
Okay, some type of like flare device or... What's she gonna be doing on her own then though? Clearly she's not just gonna stay there.
It's all here.
The resonance will stabilize it. Trust me.
You sure about that? Oh shit. Oh no. Are those things gonna get somehow attracted to it or... What's she gonna see? Oh man, she's going completely crazy. Oh no, yo, you're about to blow yourself up. Yeah, remember that?
I can help them.
Ah, okay. What is supposed to come from it though? Oh man. It's gonna put itself back.
Incredible.
I mean, I guess it's just the tease of the magic, right? The tease of what's possible. I'm still trying to figure out what they're trying to achieve with it ultimately, you know?
Fine.
Okay, well they got to him quicker than I expected.
How did you get in?
Of course, getting out isn't going to be as easy.
It was easy. We found an open window and...
Oh God. You have to get out. Now.
What? Okay, he was completely prepared for them coming in. Maybe wanted to trap them too.
You have my congratulations.
Wow, maybe Powder will come and clutch to the rescue. She better not witness her sister die now or something. I'm kind of worried now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. Uppercut. Those are pretty cool gloves.
Mylo. Take a breath. You can do
Yeah,
this.
gotta perform under pressure. Nice. Damn, dude. Oh, it's the guy, right?
Ready to rise to the surface.
Oh, God. He just keeps using him to take that. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any winning against that thing, though, so you probably want to get the fuck out of here now real quick. Don't even bother trying. It ain't worth it. No. Oh my God. I told you she was so gonna regret that.
Silco! Let her go! This is between you and me!
You had your chance.
He knows it too. Yeah, I bet I'll destroy part of that bridge right now. The part with him on it. Using the crystal.
You did good.
Is he trying to teleport them or what is he doing? Because that's what happened last time, right? Oh, I think they might have. Oh shit, okay, they're floating. I guess they just wanted to prove it, yeah.
But just because it can be done doesn't mean... Will you please stop hovering?
I don't think they can stop it.
I'm not sure how to do that, sir.
This is not what Piltover's future looks like, my dear boys.
That's for the council to decide. Perhaps it's time for the era of magic.
Shit, I guess they're gonna take another vote.
Hextech.
She literally put it inside of the thing, yeah.
Okay.
The thing she was so annoyed by. We're gonna see it slowly crawling up to a monster here. Oh wow, yeah, that's so cool. Continuing to add more pressure using the drums or whatever it's called. I don't know if it's working though. Okay. Oh shit. man, it's just blast after blast. She got caught by it herself. Holy shit. Yo! I don't think... What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That was not the intention. Dude, don't tell me she actually ends up killing her. Oh my god. That's gonna send this show down a whole different depressive trajectory. Jesus. Nah, Fi has to be alive.
Kill them.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. But the other two, are they actually dead? Mylo and Clagger? Holy shit. Oof. Oh, she's gonna recognize the thing and realize who did it. Unless she thinks that powder somehow made it in here and got caught in the blast too or something, but I doubt that. Ugh. Ugh. The callback. Oh shit, that's what he thought about. Oh, that's how he actually freed himself last time.
I knew you still had it in you.
Wow. Still had it in him to let go. Oh, man, just when you think he's really done, it's like, oh shit, he's gonna take this stuff now and still end up protecting them? Honestly, he might still die after that, though. Yeah, it's gonna be beast versus beast. I guess Silco hadn't figured he had it in him like that. To come back like this. Can he still rationally think? Apparently, a little bit. Oh. Wow. This fucking episode, holy shit.
Take care of Powder.
Yeah. He wasn't making it. I knew that. Fuck.
It worked!
Oh my god.
See me? My monkey bomb finally worked!
Did she not realize the damage she did?
Why did you do this?
I didn't. I was saving you.
Oh, that's even worse.
I only wanted to help. I only wanted to help.
Yo, this is so fucked up.
I told you to stay away!
Oh my god, I feel so fucking...
Because you're a jinx! Do you hear me? Mylo was right!
God, this episode just turned fucking depressive as hell, man. You're not gonna leave your sister here, are you? Come on. Oh, I hate how it confirmed basically everything they'd been telling Powder. No, 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 no. Don't get taken in by this dude now. Oh, this episode is all kinds of fucked up. We've got a place for you here, girl.
He'll kill you if he hears you. Come on, let's go.
Hello, little girl. Where's your sister?
Oh, okay.
She left me.
Oh. Oh, I thought she was attacking him, and she's like straight up.
She is not my sister.
Embracing him already. Wow.
We will show them all.
Yeah, she feels abandoned. Not realizing Vi wanted to come back as soon as she saw that this guy showed up. Jesus Christ. Man, that was, honestly, that was one of the most insane episodes I've ever seen. Dude, what an episode, man. It honestly just kept playing with your expectations, and every single time it turns out differently than you think, you know, how it's going to go. And I kind of realize now in hindsight that the very first scene sort of already was, well, not the very first scene, I should say, but like right after the intro, was already kind of symbolic of that. Where, you know, I obviously talked about how Vi was going to take responsibility there in a moment, seemingly. And then that didn't turn out to be the case. And at first I thought it was, oh, like, I saw it as kind of like a cop-out or something. Like, oh, okay, now the show's going to be like, nah, she'll be all right in the end. You know, there's no rescue mission will be needed. But it's like, again, it turned into something else entirely, altogether. Where do I even begin? Holy shit, man. I love, first of all, yeah, again, I have to kind of just talk about it from start to finish, right? So I'm just going to be, you know, sort of scrolling through. But like, I love how this episode finally delved into then Silco's character. I think it was the first time they revealed his name, actually. But and how there was that personal conflict between him and Vander was something that, you know, you couldn't really make out before yet. I mean, he had something out for Vander, that was clear. And of course, he lives in the same underground city, right? Zone, as it's called. So, you know, technically they are supposed to be on the same sides, and he made that clear already, right? But like, they had different visions for what they wanted to do, and where Vander sort of always, or at least became, it appears, the pacifist, and just wanted to keep the status quo, I guess. And he figured that, like, well, this was their only option, was to just be, you know, technically the lesser people compared to those in Piltover, and continue to be there. Yeah, well, I don't know how they, you know, how they see it, but like, I don't even really fully understand the dynamics yet between Piltover and Zone. Like, are they keeping them sort of suppressed in certain types of ways? I mean, we know that, of course, because these enforcers go down and they sort of rule over them and stuff, right? But then Vander is at the same... Yeah, again, it's sort of hard to tell in what ways they are being oppressed. But it's clear that that's happening, right? And I don't know, I really enjoyed the fact that Silco did have clearly some justified personal reasons to be that, you know, to feel that way against Vander. And, you know, maybe his approach might not be the one that I would naturally, of course, lean towards. And maybe I do think, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have too little information to fully judge that situation. But like, Vander does seem to be doing everything for the right reasons. Whereas this guy, of course, wants to fully, you know, take on Piltover and go for the more aggressive war, essentially, is what he's choosing, right? And it's like, again, it's hard for me to tell with the little knowledge that I have whether that was justified or not, or, you know, all those things. But again, it shows that none of these characters are fully black or white, right? This is not a completely good versus evil type situation, I think, the way I'm reading it. At least not between, again, between these factions then in Zone, you could say. So, yeah, that's... God, that's just that's the start of it, though, because of course, yeah, they immediately they take out Benzo, right, and that female enforcer gets killed too. So that already caught me off guard. I'm like, damn, I thought those, at least the female enforcer seemed like she was gonna be a bigger deal ultimately, but she got killed already. I'm like, okay, this show is not holding back. That's that's crazy to see. But then, yeah, obviously I have to talk about that final act. And God, I don't even know what to say about it, man. It's so messed up. that everything that all these characters were saying about Powder all this time, in a way, was justified, right? That she was reckless and that she only sort of ruined everything for them always, right? And she literally did now here, like she was feeling so confident that there was a way for her to save everybody, and using those crystals that she could actually mean something to them. And then she actually ends up just being responsible for complete carnage, killing literally, the two bodies, Mylo and Clagger, right? And technically being responsible for Vander's death, I guess, too. Jesus Christ, man. And then just, being left alone there by Vi. It's understandable that Vi, in the moment, feels complete anger at her for causing this situation, right? But again, as soon as she sees Silco approaching her, she was ready to go back and then gets hauled back by this enforcer. So, yeah, in the meantime, Powder, like, I don't know what she was thinking, what Vi was thinking. Was Vi actually planning to walk away if she hadn't seen that? Hard to tell. But again, Powder feels completely abandoned now. And yeah, you see it in a moment there where she couldn't figure out how quickly she was jumping into that guy's arms looking for support. And clearly he's going to be taking her in. And it's like, man, it adds so much depth to this whole war between all these factions going on now, where it's like, man, what directions are they going to be taking that in, right? It creates so much depth because, earlier, I don't know, like first episode, I kind of treated it like, okay, it's probably going to be more like a good versus evil type situation. Then the second episode already started making clear, no, there is more depth here for sure. And then now this third episode has completely turned everything around and made the situation so much more complex and dynamic than I had ever figured it to be. So, I think that's. I mean, I didn't even touch on Jace's storyline. It's still hard to tell where they're going to go with that, right? But again, it's just more adding to the, I guess, political arc and showing you Piltover's side in the meantime and what they're going to be thinking of. And again, like it's becoming clear that with Silco presumably taking over Zon instead of Vander, like he's going to have more people on his side now, the majority of the region, I guess. They're going to be ready to go to war with Piltover, right? And so they're going to be using this experimental stuff that he's been using to accomplish that. And Piltover is going to clearly need that magic. They're going to need to use that arcane in some type of way because it's going to make him stronger and it's going to be able to have him actually ready to fight against them. So I guess ultimately, that's what I assume this first season might be leading into, is like a massive war between the two sides. But in the meantime, we'll have still plenty of episodes left, so I don't know, maybe it's not even going to happen yet, right? Like, I know there's going to be a season 2, so maybe that's more the overarching story for the entire show. But God, 3 episodes in and they just this episode was insane. Like, it put everything upside down, and I'm just kind of flabbergasted right now. That being said, I hope that this review was sufficient, guys. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 3 of Arcane. Of course, the next 4 episodes will already be available straight away over on my Patreon, which is going to be linked on top of the description. So over there, we'll already be on episode 7, and you can catch up on all those reactions right away. So make sure you go and check it out. Your support is very much appreciated, and is what allows me to make these videos in the first place too. So keep that in mind. And then, with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.